Hello, in this video we are going to talk about project settings. To access the project settings, you need to go to Big Workplace, choose the project you want to work with, and through the top menu, access the project settings area. This is where we define the rules and data structure for the project we are working on. What sets this page apart from the general workplace settings is that it allows us to make exclusive configurations that apply only to this specific project. Through the left side menu, we have access to project information, groups, project users, the essential attributes of the project, the naming standard, CDE settings, and the general and comprehensive settings. In the Project Information tab, you have access to a project information area where you can enter the project name, a code, the type of construction, address, postal code, and other information. You can also add a project image to serve as a cover. We also have access to the project characteristics area where we can specify things like the type of contract and the type of project. We also have access to an area where we can define the project manager and add their information. In addition, we have access to our extraction data, allowing us to manage our credits and their usage here. We also have the project numbers area, where we can, for example, enter the investment amount. Here we can also view information about the project's stages. All changes made within the project information area must be saved using the Save button in the top menu. You also have the option to completely delete this project by accessing the Delete button in the top menu. Just click, enter your password, and then delete this project. Now let's access the Groups area. We can create a new group or select to edit or delete an existing group. Let's create a group. To do this, just click the plus button, choose a name. You can already leave this group activated and, if you wish, add a cover photo for this group. Once that's done, just click the plus button. And if you need to make any changes, just select the desired group, click the Edit button, and make the necessary changes. This feature is a great ally when you need a specific group of users for projects or courses. Now, in the Projects Users tab, you have the option to add a new collaborator to the project, remove a collaborator who is part of this project, or transfer collaborators from other projects to this one. To add a new user, just click the New button. Select a registered user within your workplace to be part of this project. Select the access level that this collaborator will have, which can be Project Manager, Guest, or Standard User. You also have the option to add this user to a group. Simply click the button to activate it and then apply. In Beam Workplace, you can create different access levels. For more information on how to create a new access level, go to the Workplace Settings module. Attributes are crucial for creating topics in the Collaboration module or for identifying and filtering files in the CDE, for example. BIM Workplace already comes with a series of default attributes, such as area, labels, priority, status, version, description, and update history. The default attributes cannot be deleted, but you can edit their values and add new ones, ensuring they fit your project methodology. To edit a default attribute, select the attribute you want to change and, from the top menu, click the Edit button. Here, in this area, you can rename the name of an existing value. Add another meaningful value to this attribute, add a new item, or alternatively, completely remove the item from the list. Once you've made the necessary changes, just click the Apply button. When specific project fields are needed, the project manager should create a custom attribute. To create a new attribute, just click the New button. And now, in the attribute definition area, you need to add a name. Here you can select the type, which can be text, drop-down, or date. A text type attribute allows free text. It is ideal for unique titles or sequential numbers, where you can set the length as limited, fixed, or ranged. And the allowed content can be alphanumeric, numeric only, or alphabetic only. In this case, we will keep the text type. Let's add a description. Here we can select the number of characters. In this case, I will enter, for example, 6. And here we can choose whether the character type will be numeric, alphanumeric, or alphabetic only. Once that's done, just click the Apply button. And now, at this point, by selecting your desired attribute, you can edit the selected one to make any important changes. Or, if you prefer, another one. Through the Attribute Management area, you can enable the use of this attribute in the Collaboration module for topics or clashes, and also for the CDE module, and use it in the Naming Standard area. For more information about applying the naming standard, access the module related to the CDE. Once that's done, just click the Apply button. And now, the test text attribute will be available in the Collaboration module and the CDE module for use. On this main screen, we have access to information such as the name, the module that this attribute is part of, and also whether it is being used in any naming standard or not. Through the top menu, you have the option to transfer attributes to your project. To do this, just click the button and select another project from which you want to transfer the attributes. Here, you can choose the attributes you want to transfer for use in this current project. Once that's done, just click the Apply button. Now we are going to create a new attribute in the drop-down style. To do this, let's go through the top menu. Click on the plus button. Let's name it. Now let's choose the type, which will be a drop-down, and then add a detailed description for this field. The drop-down attribute type, or drop-down list, is recommended for attributes that require consistency. Here, you can create values using the Add Row button. Here you can give a name to this value, add a description, enable or disable it, and to finish, just click the Apply button. To add a new row, just go to the previous row and click the Add button. Repeat the exact same steps and simply click the Apply button. Additionally, you can edit or delete this specific value row at any time you wish. Once that's done, just click the Apply button. And our drop-down type attribute has been created. Now we need to enable it for use in other modules. And now, to complete the activation, just click the Apply button. Lastly, let's talk about the date type attribute. Date type attributes do not require any extra configuration. They are used to track deadlines or approval dates. So just add a name, choose the date type, or you can add a description. Once that's done, just select the Apply button. Now, again, we should select the attribute and, through the attribute settings, enable it for use in the modules. Through the left side menu, we have access to the Naming Standards area. In this tab, it is possible to create one or more naming standards to be used within the CDE module. For more information about the naming standard or CDE settings, just access the CDE module. Finally, let's proceed to access the Comprehensive Project Settings tab, which is conveniently located through the left-hand side menu. In this tab, we define the specific settings for this project. These settings apply only to the project in question and do not affect the template settings, which may already have been defined for the entire workplace. In this area, you can control units and format data. For example, you can choose which system you want to use, metric, imperial, or both. You can also define the units of measurement that will be used in the project. After carefully making all the necessary and important changes, you should then click the prominent Save button, which is conveniently located in the top menu. In summary, the project settings page serves as the central and primary hub for comprehensive standardization, effectively allowing you to fully customize essential data, specific units, and various groups exclusively for the currently active project. All changes made here will be applied immediately, ensuring the necessary standardization and control.